You're listening to the Harmony of We, a space for remembering what we already are together. I'm Greg Kuiper, counselor, author, and fellow traveler in this ongoing field of being human. This podcast isn't about fixing. It's not about getting relationships right. It's about coming into resonance with yourself, with each other, and with the presence that lives in between. This is where the book Relationship, the Harmony of We continues in breath, in story, and in shared awareness. Hello and welcome. I'm so happy you're here with me today as we continue our discovery of the we, that place between all of us. Let's get started right away with today's episode. We've spent quite a bit of time lately walking beside Ethan and Maya as they slowly learn to notice one another more deeply. Those times they've missed each other, not noticing the potential connections, and how they've found their way back. Both of them have discovered how easy it is to create stories when certainty arrives before curiosity. And we've watched them learning something that changes every relationship: the quiet practice of staying present. Last week, in our field notes from the we stepped back from their story and reflected on 5 turning points that gently transformed the space between people: awareness, pause, curiosity, staying, and returning. Today, I'd like to return to our couple. Now, another problem has not appeared for them, but another invitation has. One that I think many of us quietly struggle with: receiving love. In my work with people, I've learned that most of us think relationships become stronger because we learn how to love well. And that's certainly part of the story. But there's another side that we don't often talk about. Can we receive love well? Can we allow someone else's kindness to reach us? Is it possible for us to believe a compliment without explaining it away? How can we receive appreciation without immediately redirecting it? Can we let someone care for us without feeling that we have to earn it first? These are seemingly small questions, but they're deeply revealing, because how we receive love is often shaped by the stories we've learned about our own worth. It's a Sunday afternoon in early spring. The trees are just beginning to show new leaves, and the air carries that familiar promise that winter is finally loosening its grip. Ethan and Maya have fallen into a quiet Sunday rhythm over the past few months: coffee on the back patio, a walk through the neighborhood, stopping at the little bakery a few blocks away before heading home. Nothing elaborate, just small rituals they've begun creating almost without realizing it. This day is no different. They're walking home with warm bread tucked under Ethan's arm and 2 coffees in hand. They aren't talking much. Nothing's wrong. Silence has become gentler between them. As they reach the park near their home, Maya slows. "Can we sit for a minute?" Ethan smiles. "I was hoping you'd say that." They settle onto a weathered wooden bench overlooking a small pond. Children are chasing ducks near the water, and they watch an older couple walking hand in hand along the path. A young woman is reading beneath a flowering tree. Life unfolds around them in quiet, ordinary ways. After a few moments, Maya turns toward him. I've been thinking about something. Ethan waits, not because he's practicing, but because waiting has become part of who he's trying to be. I don't think I've said this enough, she smiles softly. I've noticed how much you've been showing up differently. He looks down for a moment, almost embarrassed. She continues, you've been listening differently. You pause now. You ask instead of assuming. I feel more with you. The words settle gently between them. For a moment, he doesn't know what to do. He's a little uncomfortable, uneasy. Something immediately wants to explain. I'm still messing up. I've got a long way to go. It's really because of you. He feels the familiar discomfort of being appreciated. The instinct to redirect the attention and make the compliment smaller, to make himself smaller. Have you ever noticed how quickly we do this? Someone offers us something beautiful. I appreciate you. I'm so proud of you. You've made a difference in my life. And almost before they finish speaking, we begin giving it back. Oh, it was nothing. Anybody would have done that. I've still got so much to learn. Humility is a beautiful quality, but sometimes what looks like humility is actually discomfort with being seen. Receiving love asks us to believe that another person's experience of us might be true. And for many of us, that's surprisingly vulnerable. Back to our couple. Ethan takes a slow breath. He notices the familiar urge to deflect. This time, he stays with it. Then he looks at Maya. Thank you. She smiles as he continues. I don't think I realize how hard it is for me to just let that land. She nods. I've noticed. They both laugh softly. I think part of me keeps waiting for you to say, but she reaches over and gently takes his hand. There isn't a but. I just wanted you to know what I've been noticing. For a long moment, neither of them speaks. And somehow, the silence feels like a part of the conversation. One of the quietest forms of vulnerability is allowing ourselves to be loved. Mm-hmm. Brene Brown has written that we are often far more comfortable helping than receiving help because receiving requires us to release control. It asks us to trust that we are worthy of care without first proving ourselves. I think the same is true of appreciation. When somebody tells us that they see goodness in us, they're offering us a gift. The question is, can we receive it? Or do we hand it back because it doesn't fit the story we've been telling ourselves? Many of us have spent years noticing our shortcomings, our mistakes, our failures. When someone reflects something beautiful back to us, it can feel unfamiliar, even unbelievable. Perhaps you've experienced this. Someone thanked you sincerely, told you they admired something about you, said they felt safe with you. And instead of simply letting those words arrive, you immediately begin explaining why they were mistaken, or why it wasn't really that significant, or why they should thank someone else instead. What if, just for a moment, you allowed yourself to believe them? Not because you're perfect, but because someone you care about is telling you the truth of their experience. And maybe their experience deserves to be honored. Eventually, Ethan stands and offers Maya his hand. As they continue walking home, the conversation drifts towards ordinary things. Dinner the coming week, whether they remember to buy coffee filters, you know, those things. Nothing profound. And yet something profound has happened. A problem was not solved. Appreciation found a place to land. Sometimes relationships deepen not when we learn how to say loving things, but when we learn how to receive loving things. Perhaps receiving love is its own kind of presence. It asks us to become still enough that another person's affection, gratitude, or appreciation doesn't simply bounce off the surface. It asks us to let it settle, to trust it, to allow it to become part of the story we tell ourselves. Because every time we receive love with openness, we quietly tell the other person, your gift reached me. And there may be no greater gift we can offer in return. This week, notice what happens the next time someone offers you something kind, a compliment or a thank you, a word of appreciation. Before explaining it away, before returning it and making yourself smaller, simply pause. Take one breath and let it arrive. Let it land. You don't have to earn what is freely given. Sometimes love asks nothing more of us than our willingness to receive it. As you move through this week, if someone offers you kindness, see if you can resist the urge to hand it back. Simply receive it, soak it in. Sometimes allowing love to reach us is one of the quietest ways we strengthen the we. The healing begins in the space between us. May you walk in the harmony of we.